YouTube, what is going on? It is Nether, and today we're going over a little bit of a, I guess, beginner topic. I might throw this into my complete NIKKE guide. I think I went over this before. I just don't remember which step. But you know what? We might as well just go over it again because I've seen a few questions. Whoops, wrong thing. I've seen a few questions about what to do and who to prioritize, but we're going to be going over the ordinary recruit banner and the wish list of what you should be focusing on for each individual manufacturer and what to prioritize. So obviously you have Elysion, Missilis, and the Tetra. So each individual one, you'll be able to be picking 5 units. Obviously, you can see here at my individual 5 that you don't have, or you want to focus on upgrading their limit break so you can get through the 160 wall that is very notorious in NIKKE. What I mean by that with the 160 wall is you get to level 160, and typically that is where it ends. If you don't have other units max limit broken, being the 3 stars, to go all the way up even further, because once you get to that point, the 3 stars, and you're above 160 to 2, once you're at 200, you can further increase your level gradually through the synchro device. But in order to do that, you need the 3 limit break stars on your character. So an example would be here. You can see the bunny girls. I have both of them at 2-star. Honestly, I actually pulled them through this, so I'm very happy about that because they are very, very strong. But that's just an example. So let's go ahead and jump over to Elysion here. Now, also another note, the most recent schoolgirls, the current new unit, Quincy, I believe. I might have butchered her name, honestly, whatever. They will eventually be added to the ordinary banner. So that is also another reason why I suggested people to skip her. As you can see up here, I have skipped as well because I don't really want her, and from what I've seen, she's not that great. Anyways, Elysion. So first off, pick the 5 units that you have closest to max limit break. That is first and foremost. As you can see here, I only have one who has 3 stars. That is Vesti. I also have Privity here because A, I have 1 star on her, but B, I also have Summer Honest, and she is like BFFs with her. I also, at the time I picked units I didn't have, I actually want to take Brid out and put regular Helm in, just because Helm is a very good unit. She does a lot. Mast is also another unit you might want to focus on because she's very strong and provides quite a bit. Emma is okay. That's another unit I would suggest maybe to take a gander at. Nah, not really Diesel so much. Vesti is okay. I like to use her in the Elysian Tower just because her burst brings out 2 carriers, so to speak, and they do damage. That's really it for Elysian, honestly, that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure if I'm mistaken on some parts, maybe Miranda. I'm sure people will comment that I got stuff wrong or I missed this or that, whatever. But those would be the units I would say to focus on. So I just made that adjustment for me because I do want Helm. Now we jump over to Missilis. Again, same premise. Pepper and Julia, I have them 3 stars, so I don't need to touch them anymore. Senti, I think is very, very good. You should prioritize Senti. Also Litter, or Senti, Litter, and Maxwell. All 3 of them I think you should prioritize. Drake is okay for early game wave clearing. I think Drake would be a good option. And that maybe Laplace, the place, she's okay. Her burst, she kind of focuses focuses that giant beam, so it shoots constantly. But for the most part, I would say this should be your focus. Jackal is good for PvP, so that's why I have her set. Now we jump over to Tetra. And Tetra is a very, very good line. A line that actually the game devs focus on the most. So I think out of all of the different manufacturers outside of Pilgrims, obviously Tetra is the best. So I'm gonna put Alice on here because two things. Alice maxed out is a stupid amount of damage that she outputs. So that's reason one. Reason two, I just need one more copy of her to just, break that wall, to help break it, actually. We have the bunny girls here. Obviously need one more copy of each of them to, help break through that 160 wall, but also they're stupid strong. I'm going to make another change here. Rupee, I'm going to take off. I'm going to put Dala on just because same thing. I need another copy. I am personally keeping Rosanna. She's not a very good unit. I'm just a major simp for her. She's one of my favorite characters in the game. Other characters here, we have Volume. Volume is pretty good. Lumilla, I think, is pretty decent. She's not top tier, but I still think she's good for early to mid game players. Same with Volume. She does quite a bit. Sugar is somewhat of a damage dealer. I would say mid game. And jumping down here, you could also use Arya. Arya is okay for early game if you need somebody for like a decent burst too. Same with Noise. Noise is also pretty decent with Summer Honest. I would say that's another possible option. And I think Novel's pretty good if I remember from the upgrade tier list that we did the other day. But that's really it. I mean, this is my personal choices for the recruitment wish list. It's just it's based, first of all, like I said, it's based off of your max limit break characters and how far you are to completely maxing them out. That is the first choice, and the second choice should just be if you want somewhat meta characters, go for these. Obviously, the meta characters are going to be Missilis and Tetra, and not so really Elysion. And then after that, you should go for characters that you really want, like I did with Rosanna here, just because I just like the character design. So yeah, that's going to be all from me today, guys. I hope you enjoy. And next week, we'll be going more into anniversary discussions, because that's when we start getting the major news. Obviously, the live stream is next week as well. So make sure you check that out, guys. I will see you all within the next video.